Do you want to learn how to turn your dreams into reality? Well, here to tell us exactly how we can do that is motivational speaker, life coach, and author Kitrell Ross. He is currently the senior minister at the Christ Unity Church in Sacramento. He was named Oprah's ultimate male viewer and appeared in her final week of farewell shows. Kevin made history when he was the first person to be ordained in the historic Martin Luther King Jr. Chapel at Morehouse College. Kevin, welcome. It's an honor to have you here this morning.
Delighted to be with you.
Mike, I didn't know that about you being ordained in the MLK Chapel at Morehouse.
I was ordained at the Martin Luther King Jr. National Chapel. I was the student assistant to the dean there, and no one had been ordained until me, so it just happened that I was the one.
Much respect. And what is this about Oprah's ultimate male viewer? Now, how did that happen?
Well, to make a long story short, as I will talk about a little bit today, that it was part of something I had envisioned being on the Oprah show, and the show was coming to a close, and I said, oh, let it go. And then finally I saw something on the website and spoke to my wife about it. They were asking for the women who had men in their lives that loved Oprah to write in about them. So I said, honey, write in, and I'll tell you exactly what to write. But she wrote in, and they called us and invited us to come and asked me to come and pay tribute to Oprah on one of her farewell shows. It was awesome.
But wait, I heard you say you envisioned it.
I did,
talk about that, because everyone wants to know how each year we can grow, how we can change and make our lives better, make ourselves better as people. And I know you're an expert at that, Kevin.
Yeah. Well, everything starts with a desire. You have to want what it is you want. You have to want what you want.
Yes.
And so from that desire, you make a decision. You make a decision. I had decided, and without any evidence, and you can make a decision without any evidence, I decided that I wanted to be on the Oprah show a long time ago. I had no evidence, but I began to see what it was I wanted. And it's so important because the mind sees in images and pictures. And so I literally created a vision board that I teach people to do. And it's such a simple thing, but it's a profound thing because you're impacting your subconscious mind.
Right.
And your subconscious begins to draw into your experience the things that you passionately hold in consciousness. And so, to make a long story short, by visualizing it, it's not just seeing outwardly, but seeing it inwardly.
It's seeing inwardly, and you know, I'm going to footnote that because I look at it as a psychologist from a neurological standpoint. The brain can only learn through the 5 senses. We have to see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, or smell it.
Yes.
And when you say visioning, we're seeing it, so we're imprinting one of the most powerful parts of the brain where we take a picture and we do literally hold the picture, and the brain starts building a pattern.
Yes.
So our brain actually helps us in the visioning process.
Absolutely.
And I know there's more because I know you teach from this wonderful DVD you put out called Liberate Your Spirit.
Yes.
And do you teach the visioning process in Liberate Your Spirit?
Now, in Liberate Your Spirit, I'm supporting people. It's a TV special that I brought together some of my closest friends and teachers and mentors like Michael Beckwith from the movie The Secret to support people with getting outside of limited thinking, outside of boxes, particularly the boxes that religion has held us back. And in that...
And this coming from a preacher.
Yes.
Whoa, I love it.
Yeah,
religion can hold us back.
Yeah, and some of us are so stuck in our lives. They're stuck financially, stuck emotionally, stuck in relationships. And
don't believe it's possible to change.
Absolutely. And so there are 5 messages that are central to the Liberate Your Spirit DVD. The first one is, it's all here. The idea that you've got to go somewhere in an afterlife to enjoy your life is not true. It's all here. And then the second message is that you are enough. Just as you are. You are enough.
And that is so critical for people of color to identify that we're enough. That's why having Captain Williams is such an inspiration. Grace Stanislaus holding the space for art. There's so much to encourage us knowing that we are enough.
Yeah. And once you're aware that you're enough, then you come to discover that there is a way. There's a way to achieve whatever it is that you're looking to achieve in this lifetime.
Ooh.
There is a way.
That is so powerful,
Yeah.
Kevin. Say it again.
There is a way. And if you are open to that way, that way will present to you a bridge of incident that you cannot, need not, consciously advise will avail itself to you in common hours. It will happen. But you must be, you must consciously make yourself aware that there is a way.
Yes.
The other message that is in the DVD is the time is now. You know, we often wait, or we hang out in the nation of procrast, I call it, the procrastination, waiting to get good enough, waiting to have more money, waiting to be perfect, and the
or
time,
waiting to lose weight.
The waiting to lose
That's
weight.
one of my favorites.
You know,
I hear people say
yeah,
that.
and actually, if the impulse to become is there in you, then the time to become is now.
It's the only time we've got.
Yes, no other way. It's an acronym. And the last message is we are one. And so there's a connection between all of us. Whatever we're seeking is seeking us and bringing us closer together with what we desire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so inspiring. I'm feeling excited just listening to you talk about it, Kevin.
Thank you.
Now, we can get the DVD where? How?
The DVD is available online at liberateyourspirit.org.
We'll
so
put
you can,
that info up for everybody right at the end. Now, what do you want to leave us with as the key thing we must all remember or do in 2012?
Make bold declarations and dare to achieve them. Make bold declarations, the kinds that make your knees knock. Playing small is not the way. Have a God-sized dream, something that requires God to support you in doing it, and it'll be an extraordinary journey this year.
And that's living that idea that we are one. Well, Kevin, it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm looking forward to getting my copy of the DVD, Liberate Your Spirit, and you can visit Kevin's website at liberateyourspirit.org or unityofsacramento.com. And if you're looking for more love and